Hi there, BattleTech Mech Warrior fans. Welcome back to another video. I'm really surprised that I'm doing a third video on Snord's Irregulars Assault Lance. I was supposed to have done this a couple of weeks ago, but work and everything else has just been crazy. But I didn't manage to finish that lance in particular, so I thought I'd share the full final results. I know I showed you kind of like a few work in progress shots and everything else. But they are done now, which I'm really excited about. And I did a company's worth of mechs, and on Facebook I posted my work in progress, and there was an interesting comment made to say not all of Snord's Irregulars are painted pink. And I thought, yep, that's a valid point, that's fair enough. I know Rhonda does so, and I thought, well, if Rhonda does, I'm sure some of the others will follow, because it's just, the Snord Irregulars are just a crazy bunch of unique individuals, so I'm sure some of them would follow her, some would go with their own paint schemes. The Snord Irregulars don't have a particular paint scheme as such, so this is a great company to pick if you just want to go freestyle and do whatever you want. And so it's just great if you've got salvage boxes that you're not sure what to do with, or if you picked out some of your favourite mechs. The Snord's Irregular scenario book does list some of the mechs that they have, but they're constantly changing and swapping anyway. But yeah, so anyway, I've painted the mechs, and I thought I'd share the final schemes with you. Some of them aren't in that particular one, and I've kind of like mixed them up, so I didn't say that's a command lance. I mean, that's a assault lance. I need to look back whether or not they're actually in that particular lance or not. But here's the Lancelot, all done. Get that in focus. That's one of them. I managed to get numbers on them as well, which is really nice. So yeah, really pleased with that. Quite excited how that turned out. And then this is Rhonda's Highlander. I wouldn't mind at some point trying to like get a ghetto blaster on there somewhere, a big sort of a stereo box just beating that, or maybe some like external speakers or some sort, just to show. I've got a number one on there just to show her off in terms of her, that she's in charge. I think a good tip on when you do pink is to definitely break it up with some other colours. I think that comes out nice. So that's a nice red there. I've got some blues just to break up bits and pieces, obviously the metallic parts. And I kind of like did the feet yellow or orange, just as a warning kind of sign to, you know, ground foot and techs when they're like doing their repairs and stuff. Something a bit different anyway, that's how I see it. So that one was done. And then the Franken mech, which is obviously in the pack. The Lancelot isn't. That was from the salvage box that I managed to pick up. I'm really pleased with the Franken mech. I think it's absolutely brilliant. It works really well. I didn't have to like color the individual body parts and limbs and torsos. I've kind of gone for like a blend here, going up towards the pink, from purple down up towards the pink, and then like these parts just break up the mech itself. And that green's really nice. And I'll talk about some of the paints I've used as well. I mainly use Citadel paints for majority of my work. It's what I bought into, no particular reason. I do buy other paint ranges, and I'll go through some of the ones that I've got there, because they were quite nice. I was very surprised. Obviously, I've talked about this one a lot. Black Knight's one of my favourites. Again, it's not in that particular one. I'll come to some of the others that are. I'll only put those two down, because then you can see. And then this one is the Guillotine, and yeah, I really do like this. Obviously, my next one, I'm gonna put the flames to the song. That's the port. Sorry, yeah, so somebody like let me know if that's where they're supposed to go. Sorry, I just looked there. So they actually go in there, and that, yeah, it works. I'll have to see how the other one turns out before I give it a go. It'd be nice to do something like maybe an arena guillotine or something, which actually I'm planning on doing. So anyway, that guy can go there. It's a really lovely lance. I think that's probably one of the best merc boxes that we've been able to get. And the other one in here, which was the Spartan, let me find the Spartan. That's not the Spartan. Oh yeah, right, I painted the Spartan a totally different colour scheme. This kind of blue, and that was from, I think it's Army Painter. And they've got a elven armour. This is from the fantasy range, I believe. And it's really nice. It's a really nice mecha color, and I enjoyed doing that. It came out quite nice. So yeah, it just works brilliantly. It's, you know, it is what it is. Again, when you try and do one color, it's really difficult to make out different pieces on it. Maybe I could do some more patches and give it kind of a different hint, but I thought, no, I just like it the way it is. It's something different anyway. So yeah, that's that one done. And then obviously I painted some other mechs because I had quite a lot left over. So that's a Shadowhawk, a medium mech. This green here, by the way, is this game color, Escorpa green. I think it's supposed to be Scorpion green. Really nice. I loved it. I thought it was fantastic, and you can tell like how vibrant of a color it actually is. I think on my camera it looks like it's dark, but actually it's kind of like a lime green. So that's really nice. The Crusader turned out, now with these other sort of compatriots, I gave them like, you know, pink and blue to kind of match the pink and blue that the other mechs have got on there. So yeah, not too bad. Managed to get a little number on there too. I love the Crusader, and I'll talk about, I'm going to try and do some videos on a particular model focus on mechs. So we'll look at the Crusader and some of my other favourites like the Battle Master and Marauder. Just talking about like what models are out there, so you can decide on what to get. And then the Exterminator came out really well. I think the Exterminator is one of the mechs that is in their unit, so that's really nice. And then the Flashman. I love the Flashman model. It's just chunky. Definitely a nice mech. Great model to paint, by the way, because the panel lines are more succinct. It's easier to do the lining on it. Notice a bit there I need to fill out, so I will probably go back to that a little bit. Yeah, so that's really good. Something that you might want to be aware of, I use in terms of shaders to like get the recesses. I know some people are using the oil paints to do like inks and things. For me it's just too much hassle, so I've been using non-oil gloss, and that's brilliant because it wipes away clean if you want it to. I've left it here sort of grimy because these are battle mechs, you know, they're seeing action, you know, they've seen war and everything else, but again, the Warhammer comes out brilliantly. It just looks fantastic. You kind of give that Franken impression as well, with that kind of paint job there. This Orion, maybe there were two Azure Blues, but oh yes, sorry. So yes, there were two Azure Blues. Oh sorry, no, this was definitely that Elven Armor Blue, which I used. So he can go there, and I do like the Orion. It's a nice little mech. Sorry, put it into focus, you can see it better. And then we have, this is a metal model of Excalibur. And I think in the Mercenary Kickstarter that there is going to be Excalibur. I'm sure they'll do a better mech because this doesn't look very good. It's one of the mechs that I don't particularly like. Maybe it was because I found it a bit of a challenge to paint. I went for orange, but it kind of like looks like it's brown. Probably might need to go in there and do some highlights on it, but as far as I'm concerned, it's done for the time being anyway. So he can go there. And then there were just a couple of others. I did this Cataphract, and I actually did like the paint, but I don't think it came out the way I intended it to. And this was this Zephyr Pink from Army Painter, and it's a lovely colour. It's kind of a rose metallic, which is what I like. So it is nice. I do like it. So that was that. This I can't remember the mech's name. It's a Clan 1, I think. I just thought I'll paint it anyway because trying to do a test scheme on it, it came out alright. I'm not particularly happy with it. I think I just need to go back and do something with it. I might put some green, do the paneling green or something, just sort of make it pop a little bit more. And then I did Cranston Snord in his Archer. So I did this in a Thunder, I think it's the Thunderhawk Blue, and then just with highlights, some pink trim, and you've got the yellow. Just something different for Cranston Snord himself, make him unique. Again, that was a really nice mech. The Archer was a nice one to paint as well. And this is probably one of my favourites, but I've got a lot of favourites, so you know, you have to excuse me. Sorry, the King Crab. I like this. I thought it was brilliant. This was this Azure Magic. Sorry, let me get that in focus. Azure Magic by Army Painter. And it gives a really nice light blue metallic. Just a lovely, and they airbrushed well. All three of the paints did. And they were great, and even the green as well. So again, something nice and different. Number 13, unlucky for some, but yeah, really nice. I enjoyed that. That was really nice to paint. But the King Crab can be a bit awkward in a way, because it's the sculpt is just facing down, so you want it to be. I mean, I wish they'd done it so it was more front on and not had its head down. I think it just needs to be like pointer face. It's just terrifying, but because it's like crouches a little bit, it's a bit awkward. So yeah, so that's so, and then this Bloody Red by Game Color. This red was brilliant. I love this red. My go-to red is normally the Mephisto Red by Citadel, but this was really good. So if you do have another red to go to, and this is much brighter as well than the Mephisto Red, so it's just nice to do highlights on that. So I do like that. Wild Rider Red can be a bit awkward because it's very pastel, and yeah, so it's difficult. In the background, you might notice I've just picked up this. I will do a review on the Grey Death Legion, the box here, along with the legendary mech, the Marauder, with Grayson Carlisle in it, because I think there's some interesting mechs. A couple of mechs I don't really know very well. Obviously I know the Shadowhawk. I think it's supposed to be Hauptmann. I think there's a Gladiator in there, and the Catapult with the energy weapons. But we'll have a review, and I'll go through some of the characters and we'll have a look at that. That'd be quite nice. And then I just wanted to like quickly show you, at the moment on eBay, you might be able to pick up some bargains. Now, I do like the old classic Battlemaster, and I'll do a Battlemaster video on its own. So you'll see this, and it's just amazing mech compared to the Catalyst Battlemaster that you get in a Game of Armored Combat, that one there. That I just think looks just a bit too blocky for my liking, whereas this one just looks more... but it just looks better, and it's different anyway. But this mech itself is actually this one here, and you can tell that this is a awful model. But once it's cleaned up and all the lines have been removed and everything else, you see, like, you can tell it's that one because it's got the same sort of base at the bottom. Once it's been cleaned up and everything else, it paints brilliantly. It's really good. Now these models are selling cheap at the moment because the normal metallic Battlemaster is quite expensive, but because the poor model nature of this model, I think people are avoiding it. I don't think you should. I think definitely it's worth getting, because just look at that bad boy. It just looks amazing. And there's another one I've got in metallic, and I'll do a model review anyway. But I just want to quickly show you these things. Anyway, I think I'm coming towards 400 subscribers. If not, I've probably done it already. Thank you very much for your support. I really do appreciate it. Please let me know what you like about my videos, and I will try and do more. I am trying to do one video a week. It's becoming one every 2 weeks. It's a bit tough. But please do like, subscribe, and share. And I will catch you in the next video. Stay happy, stay safe.